everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Caro-H. Today we'll be recreating a pencil skirt. This is the fabric we use, is 1 yard. We'll first of all cut it on a pattern paper before transferring it onto the fabric. Our waistline. Placing our tape on the waistline, we mark our hip length, which is 9 inches. Depending on the height of the person you're working with. For some people, you can use 8 inches. Still placing it there, we'll mark 33 inches, which is our full length. We'll cut in our front piece first, then the back piece, because we are taking the front arc separate. This is our waistline, our hip line, and our hemming line. Our waistline, we place the dart. The dart that we're working with is 7 inches, the nipple to nipple measurement. Mark 3.5 inches at the waistline. Mark 3.5 inches at the hip line. We'll connect the dots together from the waist to the hip line. We'll come down by 6 inches from the waist where our dart will stop. Come down by 6 inches. So as you see me do. Take our dart, 1 inch from both sides. 1 inch from both sides. Connect the dots together. We're cutting our front arc separate and our back arc separate. This is for the front arc. Then we place our waist measurement 26 inches divided by 4, which is 6.5 inches. We mark 6.5 inches. We place the dart. We place the dart that will remove 2 inches for the dart. We come to the hip. The hip that we're working with is 38 inches, but the front arc is 18 inches. 18 inches divided by 2 is 9 inches. We mark 9 inches. From the hip line, we come down by 1.5 inches because of the shape of our hip. So after sewing the skirt, it will balance very well, it will fit very well, it will give us a perfect fitting. That's why we're coming down by 1.5 inches. So it will fit very well after sewing it because of the shape of our hip. We'll place the same 9 inches that we placed at the hip line. We place 9 inches there. Then we'll go down to the hemming line. We'll place 9 inches as well, just as we did at the hip line. Place 9 inches. Connect the dots together. Connect the dots together from the waistline. Connect the dots together from the waistline to the hip line. We place our seaming allowance 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. We come to the hemming line. For us to get our pencil skirt, we go in by 1 inch from the hemming line. Connect it to the 1.5 inches that we came down from the hip line. Just as you see me do. Connect it. The other line, we're not using it again. We're placing our seaming allowance. We're not using it again. We place our seaming allowance 1 inch. The hemming line. We place 1 inch. We connect the dots together. Just as you see me do. Remember, this is for the front piece. We are cutting the front arc separate and the back arc separate. Connect the dots together for our seaming allowance, the 1 inch for the seaming allowance. Connect the dots together as you see me do. We'll come to the center front. We'll come down by 1 inch. Try to lap very well after sewing it because of our abdomen. Connect it like so, just as you see me do. Well, the front piece is ready. Now cut the back piece. I need to cut the back piece. For the back piece, I've already placed the measurements already. The waistline, the hip line, the 1.5 inches that we came down from the waist, from the hip line. Place our dart and nipple to nipple measurement 3.5 inches, 7 inches divided by 2. We place the same 3.5 inches, we connect the dots together. As you see me do. We'll come down by 6 inches where the dart will stop. Place our dart 1 inch from both sides, just as we did at the front. 1 inch from both sides. Connect the dots together. I left 1 inch by the side for the zipper allowance. 1 inch. Then we place our measurement, which is 6.5 inches. We replace the darts that we remove the 2 inches dart, we replace it. The back arc of the hip is 20 inches. So that is 10 inches. When you divide it by 2, you still place the 10 inches here. 10 inches. At the hemming line, we place 10 inches as well. 10 inches. I left 1 inch for zipper allowance. We connect the dots. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. Connect the dots as well to the hemming line. Take it down to the hemming line, just as you see me do. We come to the hemming line, just as we did at the front, come in by 1 inch. So we have our pencil skirt. Connect it to the 1.5 inches that we came down at the hip line. Take it down. We're not using the other line again. Like so. Then we place our seaming allowance 1 inch. 1 inch. 1 inch. That's 1 inch. Then we connect the dots. Connect the dots together from the waist to the hip line, to the 1.5 inches that we came down, and to the hemming line. That's the seaming do. Remember, we are not using the other line again. Then we come to the center back. Come to the that's our zipper allowance. Come to the center back. We'll go in by half and quarter of an inch so that the back will sit very well after sewing it. Going by. Then we connect it to the 1.5 inches that we came down from the hip line. Connect it like so, just as you see me do. Connect it like so. Then we place, we're not using that line again. We place our seaming allowance 1 inch there. Then we'll take that 1 inch to the 1.5 inches that we came down from the hip line. Just as you see me do. Connect it like so. Connect it like so. See me do. We come in by half an inch so that the zipper will not budge out at the center back. Come in by half an inch so that the zipper will not budge out after sewing it. We take it down to the hip line. Take it down to the hip line. That's as you see me do. Take it down to the hip line like so. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Close the darts. Close the darts. Close the darts. I'm done cutting. This is for the front piece. I left half an inch for the seaming allowance. This is for the back piece. The two back piece I left seaming allowance as well. Half an inch, sorry. This is for the facing. This is the way we're going to fold it. We'll not be using waistband. We'll be using facing for it. Just place the waist on it. Just as you see me do. Place it like this. Place it like so. Place it out. Place the edge out. Place it out like so. Measure it. We'll be using 3 inches for it. Just like so. And we'll mark 3 inches. 3 inches. Mark 3 inches as well. Connect it and cut it out. Cut it out. This is for the front piece. We'll do the same thing with the back piece. Cut it. This is for the back piece. Cut it. This is the way we're going to apply the facing. Front part facing the front part. We sew it. Sew it. After sewing it, we'll notch on it, then top stitch on it. It will come out this way. See the way it is. I'm done joining the facing. This is for the front piece. I sewed on it, notch on it, then top stitch on it. This is for the back piece. After joining it, I joined the two pieces together, then apply the zipper. That's the zipper. Apply the zipper. After applying it, I top stitch on it. I'll take that top stitching down to the hemming line. So I'll take it down to the hemming line. So this is the way we're going to do this facing. We take it just like this, as you see me do it. Fold it this way, sew on it. See the way I'm doing it. Just fold it like this, sew on it, then turn it. It will come out this way. We do the same thing with the second side. Turn it this way and sew on it. See the way it is. See the way it come out. See the way it will be. So this is the way we're going to join the front and the back piece. Sew it all the way down, then turn it this way. Sew it, and it will just turn out like the way we did the back piece. See the way it is. We're done.